Real Sociedad 1, Manchester United 1. Good evening, John. How you doing?
Good evening. Glad to be on the show once again.
Yeah, for a European competition, a draw away is not really bad. But since when they changed the format, where they canceled the away goal rule, the most important thing is for you to win. And I felt Manchester United controlled that game, but that penalty decision really changed everything for Manchester United. So let's start with the main talking point. That was the penalty decision. Was that a penalty for you? What were they expecting Bruno to do there?
It was.
But it was in the end and he jumped. I think he used his hand as leverage now.
But unfortunately, you agree with me that that's part of the rules that, once you are in the penalty box, your arms must not be outstretched. And looking at the positioning of Bruno's arm at that particular time, made an easy decision for the referee to award the penalty. In 10 cases, I can tell you that 9 out of 10 will be given as a penalty. It was a clear-cut penalty.
What were they expecting Bruno to do there now? He was jumping, like he jumped. You can't jump with your hand straight. Have you tried jumping with your hand straight?
It's quite unfortunate that
Have you tried jumping with your hand close to your body like this? You can't. You must jump with your hand away from your body. So
you agree with me that you agree with me that that's the rule of the game, and it's a rule that has been established, and the penalty yard, they always try to ensure that they put their arms to their body just to avoid, like I said, out of every 10 cases, I'm very certain that 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, will still be awarded as a penalty.
Okay, Joshua Zirkzee, what do you have to say about his goal?
Beside his goal, I must say that Joshua Zirkzee actually had an excellent performance this evening. I can liken the performance of this evening to be one of his best performances in the Manchester United shirt. Coordinating with the fellow attackers, holding the ball, distributing the ball, creating chances out of even tight spaces, just to ensure that the team have this free flow attacking football. So it was really an excellent performance from Joshua Zirkzee. And to put icing on the cake, he was able to score a goal. I feel this will do him a lot of good, as this will certainly boost his confidence going forward. It seems as if he has actually found, besides even this game this evening, I think even in his last 2 games, he has actually put in some
really played well
performances.
Zirkzee has really played well.
So he's beginning to find. I think he's beginning to find his position in the team. He's beginning to have a particular position in the team, and I feel with maybe good crop of players, hopefully in the summer, we'll still see, and he maintains this tempo and try to improve, upon 1 or 2 things. I see him, doing very, very well.
So what do you have to say about the team general performance? Were you impressed with the way they played?
Okay. Looking at the team's general performance, yes, it's like you said, they actually controlled the game, especially throughout the course of the first half, up to the time that penalty was being awarded. You could see that, yes, after the penalty was awarded, when the game was 1-1, you could see that, Real Soceidad actually, grew back into the game, trying to carve out chances here and there and all. But the only complaint or the only issue I have, with the Manchester United team was that they could have actually won this game, if we are to be honest. They had a lot of attacking chances that, they actually, blew. And I think this game is just like a reminder, that, when you have chances and you mismanage them, you could have the kind of results that we have today. I looked at some of I think Garnacho, had some decent chances to, see how he can even score. And, and somewhat even Zirkzee too, Bruno, and, they had chances, but at the end of the day, the team didn't really make use of the chances, they had. And at the end of the day, they were, it was actually a sad way to end the game. They actually did well, but fortunately, the game ended, a stalemate.
So what do you have to say finally before we go? Because this is 1-1. We still have the second leg to play. So Manchester United can finish the job in England.
I hope so, because you and I both know that, Old Trafford has not really been, a good hunting ground, or rather a good playing ground for Manchester United, rather this time of the season. I just hope that, the Manchester United team will be able to, perform well at home and ensure that, they move to the next round. And it will even do them a lot of good moving to the next round, because I think they are meeting the winners of the game between Lyon and I think Stadia Bucharest here about, which I feel is also to Manchester United, it's also like a team that I expect them to whichever of them qualify, a team that I expect them, if they play well, should also win and still move forward in as as regards the UEFA Europa League. But overall, I also feel that there are a lot of improvements. There's a need for improvement, especially with the case of Patrick Dogu. I think quite all right. Yes, his movement is quite quick. He gets into those positions, but I feel his crosses are really his crosses and passes precisely are really terrible to an extent. Throughout the course of this game, you could see that most of the crosses he tried to even put into the box, did not really actually connect, or sometimes he gave the ball away to the opponent as a result of one poor pass or the other. So I think that's an area he has to, actually improve in terms of his game. And looking at also, I think Dalot too, apart from it, I think Dalot just only, cut himself some slack by, trying to initiate that attack that led to, or trying to dummy the, Soceidad defender, rather, giving Garnacho give that assist for Zirkzee's goal. But I also felt Dalot did not really, play well in the attacking sense. So I think our wing backs really need to, be really ensure that they also add to the quality of the attack. I feel with all this, I think the team is actually heading in the right direction. We are beginning to see as if the players are gradually adapting, to this formation that we have been talking about all through. But I feel rather there's room for improvement, rather. Let me say that. And I feel the team, can, still, try to improve and see, what they can do come, the remainder of the season.
All right, John. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.